What's up guys, Royal Fire here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to improve your accuracy in any Call of Duty. This is a series on my channel that I do, how to get better at any Call of Duty whatsoever, but today is going to be my last episode of the series because I'm going to be doing Call of Duty World War II. When it comes out, I'm going to be doing all sorts of that. So this series is going to take a break for a while and then it's going to come back in Call of Duty World War II because, you know, we're going back to boots on the ground and stuff like that. So I'm just going to wait and then hopefully start it up again. Plus, I'm late on my video. This is supposed to be on Monday, but today's Tuesday, but I'm gonna make this video really good, and I'm gonna be going as much as detail as possible in this video, and I'm gonna do my best on this certain episode on this series. But with all that aside, let's get straight into the video. Now, a lot of these tips and tricks on how to do good with your accuracy, it's basically simple, and most of you would know it, but some of you don't really think about it or use it in that sort of sense. But most of these tips and tricks are things that you already know, but I do have some kind of tips that would actually help you, some that I learned from others and some that I've learned through by myself as well. So I want to put this all together into one and try to make the best one possible. But now the first one I want to actually go over is sensitivity. It's simple, everybody knows it. Just switch to the sensitivity that you personally, the one that you love the most and the most comfortable that you like. I have talked about it in my previous video, but I feel like it needs to be more explained because I didn't really explain it that much. But the sensitivity, you have to pick the one that's really most comfortable with you. If you don't, then you're not going to do well, honestly, because then you're going to be like going everywhere, missing the shots almost every time. You gotta find the one that you're most comfortable with, whether that's insane or low to medium or to high, whatever it is. Just pick the one that you believe is the best for you. I mean, experiment. Just try it in custom games and put some bots on it and see how well you can do with that sensitivity that you have. I mean, I've tried with low from 1 to insane with like maybe 14 or 20, whatever Call of Duty that I've experienced with low to high or insane. I've tried all of them. If you like moving fast and being on target, then high to insane might work for you. Or if you like being more precise but you can't really focus on how fast you're going, then go to low to medium. Whatever works for you will definitely make a better gameplay on your part. Now I got another tip that mostly never been really used by anybody, but use the left analog stick. If you just move and aim, you can still be more precise with the shots. I mean, that's probably for lazy people, but it is still effective, and I've used it since Black Ops 1 actually. I used it with the Galil and the FAMAS. You can literally strafe your kills, and I've done it before and it does work effectively, but you might run a little bit of ammo, but I mean, it helps you get more precise with your shots as well. The next tip I have for you is probably going to be controversial, and that's using control freaks / scuffs. I mean, I know you have to pay to do better. I mean, it's like paid to win better, but I would advise to buy control freaks over than scuffs because you can use the control freaks much more than the actual scuff controller. The scuff controller is mostly about having triggers mostly and more grip, but control freaks focus more on the accuracy, so I would advise to use control freaks. I'm getting mine on Friday. I haven't used a control freak yet on my own Xbox One controller yet, and I've actually been doing pretty decent without the control freaks. They usually cost between $10 to $20 max, I would say. And I guess they're really useful. I've used it since, I don't know, I used it since maybe a year ago, and I think it's probably one of the most useful items that I've ever bought for an Xbox, I would say. The control freaks just automatically help you with aiming. It actually has more precise movements with your thumb, and it does really help you in in-game battles, so I think it's pretty useful. But coming with our next tip is practice, and I have mentioned it a long time ago. Practice does make perfect, and if you keep practicing with bots, you will eventually do better. But my advice is to take off the aim assist and try playing at the same time, because if you take off the aim assist, it mostly focuses on you, on how you aim and shoot. I've done this back in Black Ops 2. I used to take off the aim assist and just use the pistol, because I tried picking the worst gun I'm bad at, and I take off the auto aim, so I am more precise with my shots, and then I will go back onto public matches and then I will do a little bit better than I used to be. So practice and practice does make perfect, and I would say please do it, because the better you practice with your aim, you'll get definitely better. Now another tip that I've seen other people have is vibrations on. I'd say take the vibration off. If you're comfortable with the vibration, then just keep it on, but if you're missing the shots because of the vibration in your controller, then I would advise to take it off your controller, because it makes it so much easier without having the vibration of getting shot or shooting, one of the two. I've taken my vibration off since, I don't know, Modern Warfare 2. That was like 2010, 2011, and I took that off, and it made my performance way better than it was before, because I took off the vibration. And I mean, the vibration just makes it worse on me, because I'm more of a precise guy and my hands do kind of shake, and the vibration does not help with my shaking of my hands. So I took it off. So I made a good decision by taking it off, and that's for sure that made me feel better about actually on my performance. My next tip, which kind of relates to the practice part, but if you play on firing range, not the map on Black Ops, but the firing range that you have in Advanced Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, I would practice on that, because I've been practicing with my shots on the firing range. I usually use the sniper rifle, because I'm more trying to get a better accuracy with the sniper rifles than any other gun, because I'm pretty good with the other guns except for the sniper rifles, because I miss a bunch of shots with my sniper rifles, and I'm not a really good shot. If you trust me on trying to get somebody with a sniper rifle, it's not going to do well, so I usually just focus on that. But going to the firing range, it does help with your shots, and it helps you remember a lot. I have some sort of muscle memory. I can remember each of the actual targets that pop up in the firing range, and I automatically just hit each one of them before they even try coming up. So I would focus more on the firing range as well, and with the practice, because if you focus more on the practice than the actual public matches, you'll do definitely better. I should have learned that a long time ago. I really didn't, but I should be practicing more, and plus practice does help. Honestly, I would say that it helps 50% more on your own performance than anything else. And I can't believe I'd be saying this, because in this video I'm sucking really bad. But I mean, I would have good games and bad games, mostly good, but this one's really bad, so it's kind of weird, it's kind of hypocritical of me saying that I'm really good with my shots even though I'm missing a lot. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. This is gonna be my last one for the series. I'm gonna wait until COD World War II comes out, and then I'll start doing it again, but I'm gonna try focusing on my video schedule as well. I mean, I've been kind of slacking on my video performance, so yeah, that's about it. But thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if this was helpful, subscribe if you're new, comment on if there's any other tips that you think are really good, because I can't think of any other tips that are really useful. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.